Hello, hello, and welcome to Kathie's Coaching Podcast. Today, we're going to talk about the 12 days of burnout breakthrough, and today is day number 1. Why did I decide to do this? I realized I was burnt out after I had been doing a job that I absolutely loved, but actually got validated that I was burned out after I left this company. Because what happened was I was doing exactly what I loved, but I wasn't getting rewarded. And how did I find that out? Just like you're finding out today, there's different signs of burnout. And let's define burnout, first of all. Burnout is more than just feeling tired. It is a state of emotional, physical, and mental exhaustion due to prolonged stress. And over the next 12 days or 12 episodes here on Kathie's Coaching Podcast and on my YouTube channel, we're going to talk about burnout. But burnout can be so many different things, as you're going to find out. And it's kind of hard to identify. But if you found this video and you're watching today, I want you to sit back and relax and listen and understand that there's many different signs of burnout. But it's physical, it's mental, it's emotional exhaustion due to prolonged stress. So for me, I was in a workplace that was actually toxic, and I was trying to work against that. That is not in flow. It was actually a flow restrictor. It was stopping me from accomplishing my goals, and it caused me major anxiety. I was being bullied by my manager, and it was being enabled by the higher ups and the departments inside the company. And so I thought I was doing a good thing. I was going above and beyond, doing more than just my job, which they called me just a fitness instructor, but I'm a corporate wellness consultant and coach. I teach people how to do a corporate wellness program, and I am really good at what I do. But they didn't want that. So it was almost like I was working with a bad customer. But I was in the trenches with the employees and saw what was going on inside the company. There was burnout because there was no structure in their training and development. What do I mean by this? They'd put people in leadership positions and just let them sit there for years and years and years. And that titled them as a great leader, when in fact they were not. Or they would put somebody in a leadership position and not even train them and expect them to understand. Both of those people would experience burnout because there was no development inside the company. That's just one piece of the puzzle that I teach as a corporate wellness professional. Because there's also physical burnout. We need exercise. That is probably my forte because I've been a personal trainer since 2002. I understand fitness. I understand how it works in the body and how it helps. And during these next lessons, you are going to hear other experts, not just me, talking about the different aspects of physical health that attribute or help prevent and treat burnout. Then we have the mental and the emotional state. And mental health is super important to discuss in the workplace. We want to understand how people are doing. We don't want to tell them how to do things. We want to help them and better them. That's where the leadership development comes in. And I'm going to be interviewing an expert leadership coach. And he's going to give you some ways that leaders actually get burned out, and this affects the entire team. What happens is there's a ripple effect, and that ripple effect can either be positive or negative. It depends on how you're doing this inside the company, how you're viewing mental health. Not talking about it or stuffing it under the table and expecting different results is not going to work. Dealing with the emotions is also important when it comes to burnout. Emotional intelligence is imperative to just talk about. Keep it an open conversation because when somebody's not emotionally intelligent, they're going to bully others. They're going to disrespect others because they don't understand what's going on. In my case, I was being bullied for trying to better the workplace. They didn't want that. That I was challenging the status quo. They wanted to stay that way. And that's an old way of thinking. In fact, assessment is the best way to understand the temperature of your team. And I was trying to get them to do assessments of the team to understand where they were feeling physical, mental, emotional, burnout. Because when you understand those, you can start to work on them instead of putting a Band-Aid on a bleeding injury, which will never work because it will never heal. It'll just keep bleeding until you bleed to death. And we don't want to do that. We want to fix it. At least start. Start slow, start easy, and make it better. So on these next 12 days, the 12 days of holidays, starting December 1st through December 12th, it's not a Christmas thing. It's an everyday thing. So depending on when you watch this, it doesn't matter. There's 12 different episodes on burnout with different experts coming in to speak to you about how they help prevent burnout. These experts work inside my corporate wellness programs we're like a little mastermind of people, and we help build healthy, happy teams. And we help prevent a toxic workplace culture because now I'm actually on a mission to prevent toxic workplace culture through holistic wellness programs. So I want you to pay attention to these next 12 episodes. I will have a link to the page that includes all of the blog posts for this episodes as they come out, as well as I always write a blog post on every episode I do on this channel. And on that blog post, you will find bonus resources that go with today's episode, all for free, all to help you prevent burnout in your own life, even if you work inside a toxic workplace culture, because that's what happened to me. I was doing exactly what I love. I was coaching people. I was helping people who wanted the help. There were those that didn't, and that's fine. But that's going to happen inside any company. But when you start to build a healthy culture inside your company, you're going to attract top talent. You're going to retain top talent. You're going to have more productive employees, and you're going to have a better environment because we spend most of our time at work. Don't you want it to be fun? I don't know about you, but I want it to be fun and I want to be happy. And that's what I was striving for. And if they don't want it, maybe it's time to leave. Maybe it's time to start looking somewhere else because there are other options. And go where you're wanted, go where you're recognized, go where you're rewarded because recognition and rewards is also a part of a healthy, happy culture. All right, that's my episode for today. I trust that you found it helpful. Please stay tuned for our 12 days of holiday burnout breakthrough. And I can't wait to see you tomorrow on the next episode. All right, that's my episode for today. And until next time, I will see you next time. Peace out and namaste.